Hello, I'm Sam Ortega from the New Bedford Police Department. I am the current chair for the Greater New Bedford Civilian Site Board. We currently have 11 members and we have 3 going through the application process as we speak. For our community activities discussions, we continue to hold our annual gift boxes for DMH clients in our area. We purchase gloves, socks, hats, snacks, activity books, items like that to bring to them every Christmas. For the Mental Health Court Recovery with Justice program, we were identified early as a local stakeholder that helped promote awareness and the need for such a specialized court in our area. Led by the efforts of Eric Dorman from the Mass Trial Courts, I am happy to report that our area's mental health court went live in late September of this year. Our board felt early in the year the recruiting process for our new members needed some fine-tuning. Our procedure is more structured now, beginning with providing site board material, along with links to informational videos to potential candidates. We then proceed with a follow-up meeting with the chair and area site director, and the chair provides a summary to the board for voting. Once the vote is had and the majority rules, we will proceed and allow that member to continue. The board agreed to hold a question, persuade, refer, QPR mental health training for the community and agency partners, which was hosted at the New Bedford Police Department in early January. Working with local law enforcement and 8 other agency partners, we held 6 total community events this past summer. For residents, we had guest speakers at each event, which provided information on substance use disorder, homelessness, and family supports. A couple of the events were live streamed, which attracted a larger audience for us. We organized 2 special events in recognition of Overdose Awareness Month and Suicide Awareness Day. We partnered with BMC to create a heart-shaped design on one of our busiest streets. 2,000 purple flags were used, representing the number of lives lost in our state the past year. The Suicide Awareness Day event led to our first ever Water Lantern Memorial, which garnered a lot of interest in the community and had a strong showing of attendees despite the threat of rain. For actions, being that I'm a police officer and in my final year as chairman, a lot of our actions were focused on improving police responses to the mental health community. Let Me Introduce Myself was implemented last year at the New Bedford Police Department. It is a tool designed for family members in our community to inform officers if someone in a residence is struggling with mental health. The hope is to limit any tragic encounters by providing the officers with valuable information they can access prior to engaging clients. We continue to get packets from family members and agency partners, and I'm happy to report that the Wareham Police Department has recently implemented Let Me Introduce Myself for their jurisdiction. We also worked in partnership with the Advocates for Human Potential and Center for Health and Justice to hold 8 virtual training sessions from February to May, which focused on co-occurring disorders and motivational interviewing. Attendees were made up of various law enforcement, behavioral health, and outreach agencies. The New Bedford Police Department has continued its emphasis on de-escalation training for its police officers. Utilizing the Police Executive Research Forum's Integrative Communications Assessment and Tactics trainings, officers are provided 2-day focused training on de-escalation. The department has currently trained close to 80% of the officers and is looking to complete the 100% by the end of this year. We also partnered with the Committee for Public Counsel Services to provide Section 12 trainings to the officers working in the mental health unit, which was funded by the Department of Mental Health. The team is very mindful of individual rights to have the ability and say in their personal care and treatment, and the necessity for an emergency Section 12 to help them when they're not able to make those decisions. This team has now developed innovative ways to work with psychiatrists, behavioral health agencies to limit the amount of Section 12s that may not be appropriate if we could find alternative means out in the community. We also push to make key revisions in the general orders, which guides the officers' responses to the mental health community. We emphasize that those suffering from mental health should have as minimal an amount of involvement with the criminal justice system as possible. We have written into the protocols now that our plainclothes officer and clinician team, funded by the Department of Mental Health, should be used as much as possible when an individual is compliant. Another significant addition to the protocol is the recognition of special populations. People in these categories are either juveniles or senior citizens. Local ambulances will be used to transport said individuals to a local facility from now on, and an officer must submit a written report if the policy is not adhered to for review by the chief's designee. For challenges, there are some universal challenges that we are also experiencing in our community. Limited housing resources for DMH clients, such as traditional group living environments, specialized GLEs, nursing rest homes that accept DMH clients. Again, this year I solicited feedback from community members, school officials, and mental health providers asking the question, what mental health challenges are you coming across in our area? The following responses that I received. From an agency partner, a big barrier we see is getting folks same-day treatment. Someone not in crisis can take months to secure services. An agency partner, wait time for therapy appointments, insurance issues for detox placement. A resident, 2 years in recovery. A co-occurring disorder, substance use, ADHD, has resulted in many challenges. Doctors won't prescribe medication that they feel could be abused. An agency partner reports the section process needs to be revisited. It's just a revolving door. Another agency partner reports people being discharged and are still a danger to themselves. A resident reports unable to find counselors in a timely manner. And lastly, another agency partner reports lack of community providers and the lack of knowledge many providers have in regards to the complexities of intellectual disabilities and autism. For goals, we have identified the following matters that we will be working on in the coming year. We will continue to work in the community to minimize the stigma of mental illness. We will continue to raise community awareness and utilization of available resources. We will continue to work with community partners to help reduce unnecessary emergency department or criminal justice involvement. And new to this year's goals is raising hoarding awareness and available resources to the community. Thank you.